FinTech is a special, very interesting area because there's a lot of uncertainty in the regulatory environment. And we're honored to be here in Silicon Valley, here at Plug and Play, because this is the center of innovation around this area.
We're here at the Plug and Play George Washington University FinTech event. And at Fannie Mae, we're very excited to be part of this world. And here at the FinTech Symposium, there are tech companies and funders of tech companies that are really focused on consumer finance and mortgage in ways that we think are really going to change the world.
We could be at the beginning of the digitization of the infrastructure that drives the world's financial markets. And that's pretty big.
We're in a place in the industry where there's been all this innovation. It's been very exciting for some groups, but it's also resulted in some apprehension for others. And I think these kinds of events are important for moving from apprehension to curiosity to dialogue, understanding, and hopefully change on the regulatory issues that matter for our industry.
The FinTech space is at a really interesting time right now because you are seeing a lot of companies hitting kind of a critical mass, but at the same time, regulation is a reality in financial services. And so it's not so much of a clash right now, but it's sort of a mutual learning experience as each side, the regulators and the innovators, continue to get to know each other.
One of the ways for the banks to move forward is to look at digitization in a big way. Banks aren't really known for innovation. Innovation typically comes from small disruptors outside the big organizations, but leveraging on that innovation and partnering is what can be really beneficial.
The U.S. leads in many different areas. For example, you consider where the actual capital is being deployed. $17.3 billion has been invested into financial technology startups in the past 3 years, which eclipses most of the rest of the world. In fact, it's roughly all of the rest combined. So a lot of activity that's occurring here, but at the same time, we're lagging. And this stems from a lot of the complications as it relates to working with regulators and the different governing agencies that are involved.
What we're building to is a level of trust with respect to the FinTech companies. And because we see that there's some distrust for our more traditional financial institutions, I think it's opening up even more so this kind of opportunity for the non-traditional financial institutions to bring services to kind of a new set of customers.
It's symbolic that you have kind of East meets West today, right? We and our Fannie Mae team have flown from Washington to California to bridge the divide between finance and regulation on the one side and technology innovation on the other side. We hope today is going to launch an important dialogue between both sectors of the market, the finance side and the technical side, so that we can build a better ecosystem that benefits borrowers, that benefits taxpayers, and ultimately makes a less risky system for all of us.
Us who are kind of later stage companies really need to kind of be able to prop up the industry in general and to allow startups to come to the forefront.
It's meetings like this at Plug and Play that allow people to keep up with what's happening because they've always moved fast in technology, but the pace at which information evolves has accelerated and it keeps getting faster. So it happens almost at a rate where you can't write it down. And so I found that the best way to stay current on stuff is human-to-human contact. Gathering people like this in one place to talk about it is what stimulates discussion. So we'll see where it goes.